Back to another quick play baseball game, and in this video we're gonna finish up our Dodger replay. So this will be the last two games against the Braves. You can see here it was on September 15th, 1978. I was um, I was about 5 months old at the time whenever this was played. I wasn't very old. And so this is actually a replay from August 15th to September 16th, so we're about a month into this. And in this game, it's going to be Eddie Solomon against Don Sutton. You can see Sutton throws a complete game shutout here. And let's go over to to our quick play baseball online. So this is going to be sort of the container that we play this game in. We got all of our cards, situation cards. We have our deck of cards here with the visitor and the home and our hits. And in the last video against the Astros, I showed you some of the new things that I've added in. But let's go ahead and set up the Braves at the Dodgers. So we got our team set here. We're gonna set up Don Sutton against Eddie Solomon. So let's set him to a B and an A. And so for the home team, these cards are going to be 5 to 9 and then 2 10s. And then for the visiting team, because he's an A, these are going to be 4 to 9 with 2 10s. So it's about 250 batting average here. It's about 287 here. And that's a little bit of an advantage for the Dodgers because of the B-rated pitcher here, Eddie Solomon. All right. So let's see how this game goes. This is going to be the next to last game in this series, so we'll play 2 in this video with the Braves. All right, top of the first inning, Braves come up to bat. They get a runner to third with 1 out. Again, here's our wild card. And I explained the wild card in the last video, but basically this means I can use any player in this lineup to make this to take this at bat. So I'm going to go ahead and choose Jeff Burrows. It gives me about a 375 average if I choose Jeff Burrows because he's a star-rated player. He gets an extra hit opportunity. Doesn't pay off here as he doesn't get the hit, and so can't drive in the run, and we go to the bottom of the first. Dodgers get the bases loaded with 1 out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Steve Garvey to the plate. Garvey can't come through. And so we go to the top of the second inning. Runners at the corners with 1 out. And when you use a wild card, you just start the next inning from that person. So I just started from Jeff Burrows. So basically we skipped all these guys. It's Glenn Hubbard to the plate. Hubbard is a 9. He just misses a hit. And so we go to the bottom of the second inning. Dodgers nobody on and 1 out. And it's going to be Rick Monday to the plate. Monday doesn't get the hit, and so we go to the top of the third. Nobody on and nobody out for the pitcher spot. Pitcher just misses a hit, and so we go to the bottom of the third. Nobody on, nobody out. Steve Yeager to the plate, and Yeager can't come through. So well pitched ball game so far. Top of the fourth inning, the Braves get 2 on with nobody out, and it's going to be Gary Matthews to the plate. Matthews makes the out, and we go to the bottom of the fourth. Runners on the corners with 1 out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Be Reggie Smith, the slugger for the Dodgers. He stands in. He gets a 9, and a 9 is going to be a hit because of the star rating. And a triple is going to bring home both runs. So that's a 2-run triple for Reggie Smith, and the Dodgers take a 2-0 lead as we go to the top of the fifth. Nobody on and nobody out. Jeff Burrows stands in, and he comes away empty, and we go to the bottom of the fifth. Runner at second. Nobody out. Be Steve Garvey. See if Garvey can drive him in. He can't. And so we go to the top of the sixth inning. Score still 2-0. Dodgers over the Braves. Nobody on and 2 out. The young Dale Murphy at the plate, and he comes away empty as well. And we go to the bottom of the sixth. Nobody on and nobody out for Dusty Baker. Baker with a hit, and it's a single but with nobody on base, doesn't score any runs. So still 2-0 as we go to the 7th inning. Nobody on and 1 out, and it's going to be back to the pitcher spot. Pitcher gets a hit, and that's going to be a double, but with nobody on base, he is stranded, and so no runs for the Braves. And first and second with nobody out for the Dodgers, 1, 2, 3, and their pitcher comes up. He gets a hit as well, and that's a jack. And a jack is a single, so everybody moves up 1 with no outs, and they don't score any runs either. So both pitchers got a hit, or a hit out of the pitcher spot, and can't score any runs. So go to the top of the 8th inning, nobody on and nobody out. Jerry Royster to the plate. Royster comes up empty, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. The Dodgers, nobody on and nobody out, and that brings up Davey Lopes. Lopes with a 0. When there's nobody on, your only hope is a home run, so that's kind of where you are. 2 on and 2 out, and it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Joe Nolan in the 9th inning, and he gets a hit. Let's see what happens. That's a 2-run triple, and that's going to even the game into a piece as the Braves get a huge hit in the top of the 9th inning. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. Dodgers get their last at bat. Got a runner in scoring position with 1 out, and it's going to be Ron Say. So he gets with a star, he's going to get a bigger opportunity, but he can't come through. And so we're going to go to the 10th inning, extra innings, tied 2 apiece. The Braves, a little last-ditch effort in the 9th inning, tied it up. Braves get a runner to third with 1 out. I'm going to get the pitcher spot here. Can't come through, and so that's going to be no runs scored. We go to the bottom of the 10th, bases loaded, 2 outs, and Davey Lopes to the plate. Lopes makes the out, and so we go to the 11th inning. Braves in the 11th get the bases loaded with nobody out, and their best hitter, Jeff Burrows, to the plate. Doesn't matter on this one as he makes the out, and we go to the bottom of the 11th. Runner at third with 1 out. 1, 2, 3. Ron Say with a chance to win it here, and Say can't come through. Still tied 2-2 as we go to the 12th inning. Braves get a runner in scoring position with 2 outs, and it's going to be Glenn Hubbard. Hubbard fails to produce a hit, and we go to the 12th. First and second for the Dodgers with nobody out. Be Rick Monday to the plate, and Monday also can't come through. So we go to the 13th. I've run out of spaces here, but we're in the 13th inning, and it's going to be runners at first and third with 1 out. Gary Matthews with the hit, and that's a 3-run bomb, and that's going to be let's see if it lets me do a 5. It won't, but it's 5-2. So there's some things I have to, some odd situations with the scoreboard I got to figure out. So it's 5-2 Braves over the Dodgers, but the Dodgers come back with the bases loaded and nobody out, and a wild card. You see our wild card here, so we're going to get a chance to choose anybody in the lineup to take this hit, and I'm going to choose Reggie Smith because he's clutch, and not this time. So the Dodgers go down 5-2 to the Braves on a Gary Matthews home run in the, I believe we were in the 13th inning. So Dodgers drop another one at home, and this is sort of the anti-trend from what the actual series were like. So let's go ahead and reset the teams. We have the same 2 teams playing each other, and reset teams just resets the game basically to everything back to 0, but you keep the teams. If you click up here, then you're gonna if you click up here, then it's gonna reset the whole thing. You have to switch, pick the teams again. But that's where it is. So let's go to game 2. This is Braves at Dodgers. This is the very last game of the 78 Dodger replay, and at the end of all this, I'll sort of do a recap and tally all the records and the scores and things like that, and I'll just do another recap video. So top of the first inning, Braves have runners on the corners with 1 out. Anybody can take this hit or this at bat, so I'm going to give it to Jeff Burrows, and he can't come through in the clutch. And so the Braves go down in the top of the first with no runs scored, and we get runners at first and second with 2 outs, and this is going to be to Steve Garvey. Garvey can't come through with the hit, and so we go to the top of the second inning, no score. Bases loaded and 1 out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 be to the pitcher. Pitcher can't come through with a hit, and so we go to the bottom of the second inning. The Dodgers get 2 on with 2 out, and they're back to the top of their order with Davey Lopes. Lopes fails to produce a hit, and so we go to the top of the third. Braves have runners on the corners with 1 out. 1, 2, 3, 4. B. Burrows back to the plate, and he comes up empty. We go to the bottom of the third. Runner on third with 1 out. And it'll be Ron Say. And Say with the hit, and that's going to be an RBI double for Ron Say in the bottom of the third. And the Dodgers take a 1-0 lead. Top of the fourth. Nobody on and nobody out for Bob Horner. Horner misses the hit, and we go down to the bottom of the fourth inning. Dodgers get 2 on with nobody out. And that's going to be to Rick Monday. Monday can't produce a hit either. And so we're still Dodgers lead 1-0 going into the top of the fifth. Here's a runner at third with 1 out, and that's to Glenn Hubbard standing in, and he can't come through with a hit and get the runner in from third. And so we go to the bottom of the fifth. Now the Dodgers get the bases loaded with 2 outs, and this time let's let Ron Say take the at bat, and Say can't come through. So that's going to put us going into the top of the 6th inning. Dodgers still lead 1-0. Braves get 3 runners on with nobody out. So 1, 2, 3, 4 be Gary Matthews to the plate. Gary Matthews can't come through, and so we go to the bottom of the 6th. Dodgers nobody on with 1 out, and that's going to be Dusty Baker taking a swing. And he hits a single, but with nobody on base. That's still a 0 for the inning. And we go to the top of the 7th. Dodgers lead 1-0. There's 2 runners on and 2 outs. Glenn Hubbard gets another chance, and he hits a double. And so a double is going to clear the bases. And just like that, the Braves take a 2-1 lead, and the Dodgers are down now going into the bottom of the 7th inning. But they're not out of it. They get the bases loaded with nobody out. And Davey Lopes to the plate. He hits the ball, and that's a 3-run triple. So he just wipes the bases clean, and the Dodgers take the lead right back, 4-2. Go to the top of the 8th inning. It is runners at second and third with nobody out, and this is going to be Roland Office, and Office can't come through with the hit, and so the Dodgers get the runners on the corners with 1 out. And it'll be Steve Garvey, bottom of the 8th inning. Garvey can't come through with the hit. And last opportunity here for the Braves as they get 2 on with 2 out in the top of the 9th inning. Dale Murphy to the plate. Murphy with a hit. And Murphy with a single is going to score 1. But that is not enough as the Dodgers hold on, and they gain a split in this last series of the 78 season replay that we're doing, and they win this ball game 4-3 over the Braves on a 3-run triple in the 7th inning. So big hit there from Davey Lopes, I believe is who it was. And that is the end of our replay. So that was the 78 Dodgers replay from August 15th to September 16th. This was the last game of the series. Let's see. The actual game, Dodgers won 2-0, and that was actually a start. Larry McWilliams against Doug Rao, and that's going to end our Dodger replay for 1978. Like I said, I'll have one more video, and that'll be sort of a recap of all the different scores and what happened throughout the series. If you want just a quick recap without watching all the videos. But this is using Quick Play Baseball Online, which I hope to release pretty soon for you to demo and to play for yourself. and it'll include these National League teams. So you can see 1978 and just all the National League teams in 1978. So you'll be able to play with some of these guys. Maybe you know them, maybe you don't, but it'll be a good opportunity to play quick play games using using this interface here, and not having to flip cards on the table necessarily. Now it's not going to be mobile optimized, so I'm on a laptop now, so it should look okay on a desktop screen or a laptop, and should be okay. You might have to scroll a little bit sometimes. But if you have any questions or comments about the series, about this interface, about quick play baseball in general, you can put those in the comments section below. In the description, I have a link to where you can go and purchase the game right now. So we have 18 seasons of quick play, and 1978 is one of them, I believe. And you can purchase the whole season and just play it out on the desktop. All it requires is the roster sheets and a deck of playing cards. So here we have our virtual deck of cards, but basically these would be real cards. And then, you know, we have our situation cards that you can print out and use as well. And so you play it just like you're seeing. You flip a situation card, and then either the visitor or the home, or and then if there's a hit, you flip from the hit pile, and that's how you play. So just keep score on just a regular piece of paper. Doesn't take much, and you can keep as detailed a statistics as you want. I typically keep who hit the ball, what did they do, and then how many RBIs did they have. Like if it's a run scoring play, you know, I would just preserve who hit it, what type of hit it was, and then how many RBIs. And some guys like to keep stats for pitchers, so you can do that as well, because you can do as played type lineups. If you go to Baseball Reference, you know, you can find, you know, who the pitchers were and that kind of thing. All right, I think that's it. Thank you for everyone who is subscribed, and if you like this video, click the thumbs up. If you want to continue to see more content, click the subscribe button. If you click the bell, you'll actually get a notification every time I post a video, which means you'll just be able to come right back to to the channel when there's something new and not have to search for that. All right, I think that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.